So we're sitting here in the press center with some international colleagues. Introduce yourselves. Who are you and where are you from?
Hello, my name is Marc. I am from the Eurovision website in Germany. It's called PRINZ Eurovision blog.
My name is Jenevia and I have a YouTube channel called Lady Jenevia, and I move around a lot, so we'll just keep it ambiguous.
I'm Paul and I'm from OGAE Ukraine.
Okay. So, finale night, and what are your first impressions now that you've seen all the entries?
Well, I know that Victoria is the big favorite to win, so I would say that along with her, the two that I would say that have the best chance of maybe upsetting that victory, I would guess would be either Jon Henrik or Robin. I know that a lot of people have been hyping up Nano, and I think he'll do well, but I don't think his numbers have been quite high enough with any polls or iTunes or Spotify. He's done well, so I think he'll place well, but I don't know if I would guess that he's a contender to win it.
I think this year it's going to be a really close race. In the past years it was like you had 2 or 3 favorites and it was one of them. And this year, if you talk to people, to fans, to press, to the audience, it's like 5 or 6 names people tell all the time. For sure, as you said, it's Victoria and Nano, but some other people say Robin Bengtsson, Mariette, Jon Henrik, for example. So I think maybe we have different winners between televoted, jury voting, even today. And it's going to be really, really interesting who's going to win.
So we have very strong songs this year. I like, so from 9 from 12 songs, really it's really strong competition and really great. I like this event, so I'm going every year to Melodifestivalen, and it's really great organization here in Sweden, and I think Nano or Victoria will win.
Is there any act that you're missing out having in the finale now?
Where to begin? Oh my God. Is that even a question? Loreen, Duvetdu, Jasmine, Alice, even Dina Knott. I mean, she really went all out with her production. So, I mean, it's just that it was a really strong year. I was kind of surprised because I think sometimes, I mean, it depends on the year, but I think some competitions you watch and you feel like, okay, they're trying to help this one person win. So they're not going to let anyone else in that's a serious threat to upset that one person that they want to win. Whereas this year, it just feels like, I don't know what the higher ups are thinking, if they're feeling like they have a favorite or a few favorites that they want to try to help out some, but it's so open, and I think probably more open than almost any other year that I've watched the competition. So sorry, your question had to do with people that are not here that should be here. Yes, many, and I've said
Is there any special act that you're missing?
The funny thing is, from now and then, it's like Sweden sometimes kills queens, and that makes Melodifestivalen really interesting, because in the past they killed Charlotte Perrelli, they killed Carola, and this year it happened to Loreen. So you never know what's gonna happen.
What do you think about the show for tonight?
You mean everything outside of the act?
Yeah, like the production and...
I think that David Lindgren is a king, and he was never appreciated enough by Swedes, and that always made me angry. And I'm so glad that he's just killed it, not just tonight with the finals, but throughout the whole 6 weeks. I mean, he's just such a professional. I mean, he can do everything. Not that I don't like the other hosts, but David Lindgren could have done it all by himself. He has everything going for him, and I mean, just there's a medley that he does in the finals tonight, and it's everything.
So I enjoy interval act from Sarah Larsson. It's really great organization from SVT that she can take part on the Melodifestivalen. But I don't like David. I'm sorry. I don't think that moderators are strong this year. I miss Sanna Nilsson. Yes, she was great.
As host.
As host.
Okay.
No, I was really entertained by David Lindgren. He's like a musical star. I was talking with him even in German because he lived close to my hometown in Stuttgart. So he was a really great singer, but also great entertainer and comedian. When he kissed Robin Bengtsson, everybody was like, "Oh my God, wow, what's going on here?" So I was feeling well entertained by them.
So there's been a big debate about the F word since Robin changed his lyrics before he released it online, and he's doing the same version in the finale as the one he released, and Lisa Ajax changed her lyrics just for the international jury that was broadcasted yesterday, and now she's changing it back. How do you feel about the whole debate?
I don't give a fuck about that, because I think in the German-speaking countries it's not that much of a big thing nowadays. You hear the F word in the streets every day, in the metro, if you walk around, so it's nothing big. For me, it's just really strange that it's allowed that you change in one competition between jury and televote the lyrics. That's what's surprising me.
Well, with Lisa changing her lyrics for the jury final, I get why she would do that, because I'm not an expert on this is just me speculating, but I get the impression that the people that get chosen to be on juries are very pretentious and very stuck up and kind of uptight, and like they would have an issue with that. Like they love to make drama out of nothing. So I think maybe it was the right move to do that, but I'm glad that she's, not doing that tonight. And then with Robin, he's not only changing the lyrics to just do the clean version, he cut out his crotch shot, and I'm just so devastated by this, because I loved how blatantly unapologetic it was about just sexuality, and I think more people should do that, because I don't know, I don't feel like a lot of Swedes do that anyway. I get why he would only want to release one version for now, just because otherwise it'll split the streams and split his numbers, but I don't like that he made it that difficult to get the... I found it, I got it, but because I interviewed him and I asked him about that, and he knew that I was very upset that he had done that, but he really put a lot of thought into it, and I think he talked it over with his team, that he felt like it was the right call, that he felt like maybe it would put some people off if he did it so in such a blatant way. So if he feels like it's the right move, then I'm begrudgingly okay with it. But it's okay because we have the original version still on YouTube. So,
so faking or fracking, I like the song without this lyrics. This is a really great song. This really great style from Robin. It's don't change, and I don't will like more or not more with faking. Yes, in Ukraine it's no problem if you will. It's no problem. Like if you say faking or F word, it's no problem in Russia as well. So I don't understand Sweden with this discussion. I'm sorry.
But since the Eurovision rules says that you can't swear, should Sweden adapt its rules to reflect the Eurovision rules?
No.
Or
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's just no, because Melodifestivalen is its own thing. I mean, there's plenty of people who come into Melodifestivalen, and it's not about them trying to get to Eurovision. There's a lot of people who come into the contest and they just want to break out in Sweden, and for those that are aware of the international audience, they want that exposure as well. But not everybody who enters it is feeling like, yeah, I'm really gunning for that Eurovision spot. So that's ridiculous for them to be, trying to water down what they're doing to make it fit to Eurovision's bland rules. That doesn't make any sense. If they want to go to Eurovision and that's their main goal, then yeah, maybe they'll approach it like that. But if they're not, then let them do what they want. Otherwise, it would be then I would have no reason to watch Melodifestivalen. If I wanted to watch Eurovision, I would be watching Eurovision. This is a different show.
Yeah, and I think it would make all the pre-selections just the same if everybody every country has just the same rules. So we have so many different countries, and every competition has its own magic. Like in Italy, the Sanremo Festival is really special. In Iceland, in Estilaul, in Estonia. So, and everyone has its own, magic. So don't make it all just the same.
So Melodifestivalen is not Eurovision. I really like that artists in Melodifestivalen they do it and then sing it and they enjoy it, and they don't do it for Eurovision. They do it for himself. So what do you think?
Okay, so if you're gonna say who will win and who will be last, what do you say? Oh, if you would say who will win and who would come last, who would you say?
Win Victoria, and last I think F, O and O.
I've not thought about who's gonna come last, because it's never who you expect it to be. So it's not just about who do you think is the worst entry, because that's never who comes last. I don't. It's not me not wanting to give an answer. I just genuinely, I'm not sure. But as for winning, I mean, like I said before, I think Victoria has the best chance, but if not her, then probably either Jon Henrik or Robin. I don't know. Like, just come back to me. I'll try to think of something.
I think Victoria will win the televoting, and I think Nano will win the jury voting. So it's going to be really close between those two, and the last place could be Lisa HX, but I'm also not that sure.
Maybe. It could be her. But the other thing as well is it might be one of the young guys, because there's so many young, you have Foano and you have Benjamin and you have Anton. So maybe the voting will be split. But the other thing as well is because the app has really flattened out a lot of the televoting. I don't really like the app, to be honest. They either need to get rid of it or change it, in my opinion. So maybe one of those guys, just because there's so many young, cute guys, So maybe one of them.
So they will probably knock out each other.
I would think so, canceling out. Because I think Robin, even though he's a young-ish guy, he's a little bit older, and I think he has more crossover appeal with his, what demographics he can access. So yeah, maybe one of those, or Lisa, I would say, probably. I don't know.
Well, we'll just have to see tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.